Welcome to the very first episode of the Inside Mind project. I'm very excited and this is going to be the first of many. This is going to be a space where I tell you everything I've learnt and everything that's been going on inside my mind throughout the week, including the thoughts, the feelings, the behaviours, the actions, all of it. And why? Because I want to show you what self-improvement really looks like when you're starting from zero. No experience, no polished routine, just raw, honest progress, or at least the attempt. In case you don't know me, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Louis Hammond. I'm currently a university student at the University of Edinburgh, and yeah, this is my uni route. Over the past year here, I've had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to reflect on where I'm at. And the truth is, from 16 to 18, life wasn't easy for me. But that's a story for another day. Since starting university, I've tried to change. I've tried new routines, better habits, different versions of myself. But honestly, most of them last a couple days and then I slip right back in to my old ways, snoozing the alarm, dragging myself out of bed and moving through the day half asleep, tired and unmotivated. Eventually, I realised these surface level habits weren't enough. Something deeper inside of me had to shift. And so, unlike most people who wait until they've made it to share their lessons, I'm starting right here, at the beginning, in the mess, in the uncertainty. This project was not meant for an audience, so if you're watching, then pretend like you aren't. Now, before I could even think about what I needed to do, I had to first look at how I was thinking, and then it hit me. My problem was not with my routine, but it was with my mindset. I was constantly looking for motivation, constantly waiting for the right time. And all that did was it left me stuck. I've realised that mindset isn't something that you magically wake up with. It's built. And it starts by deciding I'm done waiting for the right time. I'm just going to go and do it. So I started reading this book that I recommend to anyone watching. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. One thing that hit me hard was that we all try to change from the outside in, our circumstances, our environment, our relationships. But real change, it starts from the inside out. I realised I spent too much time blaming my circumstances, my past, and even other people. And by doing so, I was handling control over my emotions and my decisions to these things. This book taught me about being proactive, about owning your reactions, your decisions, and your direction. And when I look back, I've been letting life happen to me instead of creating it. And yes, I've been choosing, even if subconsciously, to let these things control me. Remember, you're not a product of your circumstances, you're a product of your decisions and reactions. So that's where this week's challenge comes in. I've been doing this for the last couple of days now, and if you're watching, I'd like you guys to try this. It's pretty simple. Every time you feel annoyed at something, stressed out, or bothered by something, take a step back, pause, and ask, what part of this can I control? Even if it's only your reaction, even if it's only your next decision, own it, write it down and capture it when it happens. One moment of proactiveness every single day, that's where it starts. I'll be sharing how I got on with this next week. And if you want to join me, feel free to DM me or comment down below throughout the week with your moment of proactiveness. Let's hold each other accountable. Once I became more aware of my mindset, I realised I needed more structure. I used to wake up and just wing it, just hope for motivation and maybe even write a to-do list. But I knew this was not going to work. If I'm going to take this seriously, I need more than just vibes. I need a concrete plan. Think of it like this. We all see the world through our own respective lenses. But society pushes this one dominant image of what success looks like. Loads of money, fame, material things and status. And if we're not careful, we can chase these things without ever asking if they really matter to us and if that is success in our own lives. So I want to walk you through an exercise from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It hit me hard, so I think it will do the same for you. What I want you to do is close your eyes with me and take this seriously. In your mind's eye, picture yourself arriving at a funeral. You step out of the car, arrive into the chapel, and you see familiar faces everywhere. Your family, your friends, your colleagues, people you've spent time with in the community, and you hear the sombre music playing. But as you get closer to the front, you realise it's your own funeral. People have come to celebrate your life, and there are 4 people that are going to speak about you. Number 1 is a family member. Number 2 is a close friend. Number 3 is a colleague. And number 4 is another person you've spent time with in the community. Now ask yourself, what do you want them to say about you? What kind of person do you hope they describe? What kind of impact can they thank you for? And what kind of person, sibling, friend, leader will you be remembered as? Now take a moment, even pause this video and write this down. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Notice how all of these motivations have generally got nothing to do with what society's image has got of success. You'll never take any of these material things, money, fame, anything like this, to the grave. So why do we place so much importance on them? You have to start with the end in mind. Habit 2 of the book I mentioned. Because if you don't know what your true definition of success is, you will end up chasing someone else's version of it. Planning becomes meaningful when it's aligned with who you actually truly want to become. For me right now, that's based on 3 non-negotiables: my health, me documenting this journey, and university. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be intentional. It's about a plan that can keep you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Mindset and planning are great, but they mean nothing without action. And I'm going to be honest, action has always been the hardest part for me. I'm always the guy that overthinks everything, that doubts himself before he even begins. But this week, I've pushed through that. Now, as you may know, when I set out on this journey, my goal was simple: to show you what it's like to become an entrepreneur from day one. No experience, no overnight success, just the honest process. And I think there's a massive misconception of what an entrepreneur looks like. There's this obsession with becoming the next Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos. We associate entrepreneurs with private jets, billions in the bank, always winning, always smiling. That's just not the reality. The reality is it's hard, it's messy, and most of them won't become the next big thing. But here's the thing, that doesn't mean it's not worth it. For me, entrepreneurship is not about becoming a billionaire. It's about creating something meaningful. It's about using my time, my energy, and my ideas to leave the world even slightly in a better place. Even if that's through one person helped, one project, then that is success to me. So with that said, let's get straight into the details of what I've been doing on the entrepreneurship front this week. I've broken it down into 3 main areas. The first one is the skills, the passion, and the expertise I need to have or I already have. The second one is the problem I'm going to solve. And the third one is networking, which admittedly needs more work. Starting with the skills, the passion, and the expertise. When I started posting in October, it was all to do with helping people, specifically towards men's mental health. I created another platform called MindGift in hope to raise awareness about mental health and create a positive environment for men to be able to speak out about their emotions in an ever-increasing world where we're told not to. This is a topic very, very close to my heart, and I feel like I've got a lot of passion for it, and this is where I built up a bit of expertise, so I feel this is where I will create my first business. Then there's the problem worth solving. And honestly, in the mental health space, there are so many strands you can go down. But one of the best pieces of advice I've received from one of my fellow entrepreneurs is, when you're starting, start small and start simple. So this week I've narrowed it down to helping 16 to 18-year-olds through a big transition in their lives. Firstly from GCSEs to A-levels, and then from A-levels to university. And I'll be telling you more about this as I go along. And lastly, networking. I haven't done as much as I would like to yet, but that is my goal for this week. I'll be emailing entrepreneurs to reach out for advice and to forge those connections. And I'll keep you posted on that next week. So that's where I'm at. It's only been a week. I've really enjoyed it. I know I've got a long way to go, but that's exactly why I'm sharing this journey with all of you. Not to show you the polished version, but to show you the real one. The overthinking, the setbacks, the breakthroughs, and everything in between. And if you're someone who's just starting something new or thinking about it, then I hope this video reminds you that it's okay not to have everything figured out. What matters is that you're showing up. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Show up, stay consistent, and learn and grow in the process. So thank you so much for watching the very first episode of the Inside Mind project. I'll be back next week with more progress, more lessons learnt, and more of what's going on inside my mind. Until then, keep going. You're doing way better than you think.